Let's see how quickly I can go through this. I guess it's about Michael, who still wants to go legitimate, even though it sounds like he already has.
They pull me back in.
Now that you're so respectable, I think you're more dangerous than you ever were.
Hold it. Is that a picture of Michael with his dad in the garden? How did he get a picture of that? I don't remember there being any photographers present that day. I mean, they would talk about some pretty heavy-duty shit, you know, like treachery and a possible assassination attempt on Michael.
And at that meeting, you'll be assassinated.
Who the hell was sitting there taking photographs? So Michael wants to go legit and the Vatican Bank is out of money. So Michael offers to bail them out for a controlling interest in Immobiliare, the biggest real estate company in Europe. To do this he needs these guys' votes, but he also needs it to be ratified in Rome by the Pope. Somehow this guy, who by the way is meant to be Andreotti, 7-time Italian Prime Minister, here he is with the President, and here he is with my uncle. He's got something to do with it. Meanwhile, the Pope is dying, and since he has the final say, it looks like the whole deal is going to fall through. Why? I don't know.
No, we had an agreement!
I mean, Michael already paid for it. So, like, if they turn him down in Rome, does this mean he gets his money back?
We have put ourselves on the line.
Doesn't look like it. So then why did he give him the money in the first place? Seems like kind of a risky business deal, no?
My offer is this. Nothing.
In part 1 there was genuine danger. There was jeopardy because the plot was easy to follow, because we actually gave a shit about these people. But in part 3, there's nobody to root for, nobody to care about, and even the villains are so convoluted and weakly sketched out that it's hard to give a shit. Take this guy, Joey Zaza, who has a beef with Michael's nephew, Vincent, who's the illegitimate son of this girl. Remember her? Anyway, they get in a fight, he bites his ear off, and Michael specifically tells everyone not to touch him. That's important. He specifically tells everyone not to. Oh. Well, we don't know what the dispute is with Zaza, and we don't really care because all we know is that he's a bad guy. How? Because they tell us he's a bad guy.
Now he has to send you a message back.
It's lazy filmmaking 101.
He did the right thing. He got Zaza's name.
In the first film, Sollozzo's the enemy because he tries to kill Vito, because he needs his money,
I need $1 million in cash.
and the politicians he carries in his pockets.
On those politicians that you carry in your pocket.
But Vito won't go for the deal. But Sonny accidentally lets it slip that he might. And so Sollozzo has to kill Vito. But he doesn't die. And that's great, because he's Marlon Brando. And he's fucking awesome.
They hit him with 5 shots and he's still alive.
In part 2, there's Fanucci. Why is he bad? Because he's genuinely an extortionist. He's a small-time crook who preys on the fears of immigrants, makes them pay protection money, and forces people out of work to employ his own family members. He's a genuine prick. And then, when Vito's doing his own thing, he knows he's going to be blackmailed by this guy constantly, and so he decides to kill him instead. Why not? We got guns, they got guns. And then there's Hyman Roth. Hyman Roth tried to kill Michael in his bedroom. In his bedroom, where his wife sleeps.
Where my children come and play with their toys.
By the way, that brings us to the question of the drapes.
Michael, why are the drapes open?
Why are the drapes open indeed? But I'll come to that later. For now, the point is that villains need to have a purpose. And if it's at all well thought out, often their actions will have far-reaching consequences on both the subsequent plot and the development of the central characters. After Vito gets shot, for example, Michael gets sucked in. And that's what we've been waiting for. Because we know he's the one, he's the brains, he's the savior. And goddammit, when he kills Sollozzo, we cheer! But then we realize maybe we shouldn't have cheered, because maybe that's not really what we wanted for him after all, because he was the good guy, he was the college kid, the war hero.
That's my family, Kay. It's not me.
Nice college boy, huh? Didn't want to get mixed up in the family business?
And now he was. And we watch in horror as he loses his soul. And that's the tragedy of these movies. That in the end, the hero we rooted for turns out to be terrible. Feared and unloved. Desperately alone. So again, Joey Zaza. We don't know anything about him. We don't even know what the beef is. It's just some arbitrary thing that happened before the movie began. And he's basically there to show us how Vincent reacts. He takes up a lot of subplot, which has nothing to do with the movie. Because the movie's about the Vatican. And Immobiliare. So in the meantime, Michael's got partners.
Treachery is everywhere.
And they're all getting pissed off because they'd rather use Immobiliare to launder their money. So they want something in return.
We should wet our beaks a little.
Oh no. Michael manages to piss off Zaza,
You will not give, I'll take.
who then decides to lock them all in a room and calls in a helicopter strike. Now, this makes no sense whatsoever, because if Zaza already had the helicopter and hitmen standing by to kill everyone in the room, fearing he might be snubbed, then why did he pick something as unreliable as a moving helicopter with some guys with Uzis? Why not just rig the room with explosives and blow them all up? I mean, surely that's more likely to work. Also, why is he killing everyone? They didn't all snub him. Michael snubbed him. Why not just kill Michael the old-fashioned way? With a 38 or a car bomb? How come Michael's the only guy in the whole Godfather series who knows how to kill people efficiently? What's with that? So then Michael has a stroke. Stroke of bad acting. Connie kind of takes over and Michael recovers.
It was not what I wanted!
Stroke of bad acting. So then they go to Sicily, where Michael uncharacteristically decides to confess all his sins. Then the Pope dies, and the new Pope looks like he'll actually push through Michael's deal after all, but they don't want him to, so they decide to kill him, and I really have no idea why. It's not that I'm making this as complicated as I possibly can, it just is that complicated and boring. Nobody knows why they're killing the Pope, what's going on, why anybody's making any decision at all. Somewhere along the line, this assassin's been hired. This guy Mosca is meant to be like the master assassin. He's the guy you go to. Like, he's the fucking Jackal. And not the Bruce Willis remake piece of shit one, but the fucking Fred Zinnemann, Edward Fox is the Jackal one, alright? This guy is the shit. And yet, it kind of looks like he's just making it up as he's going along, you know? Like, he opens his cupboard with his knives and his guns just hanging there. It's like a fancy dress party. Yeah, I guess you could go as a carabiniere. And I'll go as a priest. Like, you know, when you hired the Jackal, the guy spent weeks figuring out how and where and who. This guy just kind of comes up with it, goes, yeah, I'll dress as a priest, I'll just walk into the opera and shoot him. Well, if that's all you needed to do, why did you go and hire this guy? Why couldn't you just get one of your own men to do it? And also, why doesn't he shoot him when Michael's in his sights? Like, right now, why isn't he shooting him? And while I'm at it, he came into the opera with a whole bunch of other priests, like it's a priest outing. You don't think the other priests would be like, who the hell is this guy? I've never seen him in our church. What the hell? Anyway, there's a really long boring opera, and the assassin finally gets to Michael, and he shoots him on the steps, but the bullet goes through, and he kills his daughter instead.
Dad?
And none of us care. And what happens to Immobiliari? They don't tell us. Does Michael get his money back? Does he take over Immobiliari? Does it even matter? I guess not. And so in the end, he dies by himself with his dog. And all we can say is, thank God it's over. And what the hell was that about?